Hey, welcome back to the All Sports Report. We'll start by celebrating the Reverend King's birthday with holiday basketball played under his name throughout San Diego County. KUSI Sports adding Dr. King Facts of Life as bonus content. Let's get started. First of our 4 games from the MLK Shootout. San Diego High taking on Steele Canyon. The Cougars. Gage Sanders dials long distance for 3 of his 18. Steele Canyon leads in the second quarter. But the combination of the Cavers, Emmanuel Henry with 28 points and a football star turned basketball player who pretty darn good with his left hand. 13 there. San Diego pulls away for the 72-61 win. Did you know that Reverend King was born in 1929, which would have made him 89 today? Wolfpack of West Hills taking on Sweetwater in the MLK Classic. In the third, Jimmy Maddox sinks a 3 for Sweetwater to bring the game to a tie at 32. In the fourth, West Hills' Chris Schroeder storms the court to secure the lead and win the final 63-54. Did you know that the Reverend King was a Star Trek fan? It was the only show he would let his kids stay up late to watch was Star Trek. The Cougars of San Ysidro squaring off against Madison. Donovan Bosch shoots a 3 to give the Warhawks a 15-point lead at the end of the first. In the fourth, the Cougars come back and Malik Campbell puts them up by 1. Then San Ysidro would hang on for the win, the final 65-62. Did you know that Nicole Nichols almost quit her role as Lieutenant Uhura, but he was convinced to stay with the show? Convinced by Reverend King. He said her role was too important. One more from the MLK Shootout. O'Farrell taking on Hoover. The Cardinals' Leyland Harrington drops the behind-the-back dime to Andrew Peters for the layup as Hoover builds the early lead. Later, it's Hoover's Christian Mataku with flying past the defenders. He would finish with 26. Cardinals win it by an 86-40 win. Did you know in the 12 years of his civil rights career, Dr. King was arrested and jailed a total of 30 times. Moving to the ladies' hoops, Montgomery Aztecs taking on Our Lady of Peace. Second half, Lady pilot Bailey Geller drives and lays in 2 of her 17. Montgomery's Calise Perez with 3 of her game-high 20. Lady Aztecs win by a score of 54-43. Did you know that in public speaking at Crozer Theological Seminary, Reverend King only got a C in public speaking? Yeah, I don't know. What about that? More lady hoops. Lincoln taking on Santa Fe Christian. First half, the Lady Hornets. Kiana Leonard steals the pass and goes coast to coast. This game is close at halftime. Santa Fe Christian, though, takes over in the second half. Lady Eagle Ashley Kowak with a game-high 17. Santa Fe Christian wins it by a 50-25 final. And did you know that Basketball Hall of Famer George Raveling has the original notes from the Reverend King's I Have a Dream speech? He was a volunteer at that event and kept notes. He's been offered as much as $3 million to hand them over, and he has refused. East County Invitational at El Capitan. Escondido taking on Mar Vista. That's Hannah Lancet getting the 3-ball, or getting the third goal for the Cougars, but Mar Vista's Shaylin Wygant matches that with 3 of her own, and fellow Mariner Devin Billings also adds a hat trick. The final 9-6, Mar Vista on top. And we'll finish up with the host Lady Vaqueros as they take on Southwest with 31 seconds left on the clock. El Capitan Jr. Kylie McQueen nets a goal right there. The final 15-6. The tournament continues on Friday. Billy Moore is in studio to discuss his Lifetime Achievement Award, courtesy the Hall of Champions. But our conversation, of course, drifted towards the Reverend King. I asked Billy, what would Reverend King say about the current state of race relations? We've come a long way, or there's a long way still to go?
I'm going to steal something from what you said a while ago. You said, Billy, I believe he would say both. But I was talking to Pop Cohen, as Steve Cohen.
Our news director here.
Pop Cohen a while ago. And he said, you know, we have to have a plan. A man has to have a plan. And Dr. King would say, you have a plan. Stick with it. Don't change it. My dad, before he died, he said, ABC is what it draws kids because it's simple and basic. Simple and basic. It's as simple as A, B, and C. Anybody can.